I mean, that's fair, I guess. Aim for the legs. Oh, I didn't know that. I have a grenade launcher, but it has fire, and fire has been shit against the mold, so... Ow! Oh, great. Yeah, fire doesn't do shit. Fire is like ass. Come on, die. Keep forgetting about the guard, dude. I guarded that. See, look at the inconsistency. One's died instantly and the other one just keeps fucking comboing me. That's what I don't like about the mold. It's so inconsistent. This wasn't dying at all. Thank you. I don't want to use more health. Fuck. How big is this cave? I didn't think a Resident Evil game was... Well, to be fair, it's not been overly reliant on guns, to be fair. This has actually been the least gun-focused game of this series, which is not odd, it's not, because that's what the series was built on in the first place. You know, there was a lot of, you know, guns weren't the focus in the original, like, games and whatever, so, you know, it's not like it's new. That reminds me, that fucking old lady. Where's she been in all this? You know, she's just been fucking there as a stage prop. Oh, we got more of this. So that's the Evelyn doll, so that's the doll we saw earlier. Are we back here again?
I'm sure of it.
Oh wait, what are we seeing?
It's not here. It's gone. It's gone.
Yeah, here's the hallucinations. Now we're seeing past events unfold. Wait, we are back here. What the fuck? It ends where it began, cliche. I don't think this is an end, but... Well, who'd have thought? Oh, wait a minute. No, it's different. Wait, what? We're back at the house? Dude, we are! We're back at the house! After all that. Oh, that's pretty cool. Actually seeing... I don't think I want to do that, but...
This is your fault.
Yeah, okay, whatever. Why are we seeing this? It's a very good question.
It's okay. It's okay. It's me. I know you didn't mean to hurt me.
Kill him, Mommy.
Okay.
But you shouldn't have done that.
So yeah, it was her ordering me to do it.
Fucking hurt.
He doesn't want to be my daddy? Then he can die.
Huh.
Now it's Mommy's turn to kill you.
Wow. So if we keep going like this, we should end up outside. Right?
You're gonna be one of us. And then maybe you'll play nice.
I'm not playing.
No! Get that away from me!
See,
Leave me to die.
this again. So here's a question.
Up to me.
Wait, what? I can't get out. Here's a question. Is he infected? He must be, if he's seeing it. Right? It's not letting me out the door. No, dude. Oh man, I was almost out. I guess we gotta run around the house to find her. Let's put him up here. This is where a battle took place earlier, isn't it? There we go. Alright, so it's just something we're seeing. We don't have to shoot. Something's happening. Not sure what, but something is happening. Can't run for this door either? What the fuck?
Get away! No, you don't!
Evie, this is probably better for you, girl. You're tormented and shit. Oh wait, what? We gotta light her up.
Leave me alone!
Okay, I get it.
No, you don't!
Right, I got it, but okay.
Get away! Leave me alone!
Why are we not moving forward? Oh my god, what?
Get away! Away from me! Stop! 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 No!
See you, bitch!
No! No! No!
You.
Oh shit!
What does everyone hate me?
What? Are you shitting me? Oh my god! Evelyn was her! See you, nerd! Wow! Holy shit! Oh, come on, Ethan, we need to go. Oh, spit! Oh no! Oh no! Help! Get lit up! Get lit up! Fuck, 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 fuck! Get lit up! Take the bullets, please, please. I can do with a hand here. I'm dead. I'm dead. Yep, I'm dead. I was lining her up. Oh, what the hell? What the f- Get lit up! How do you reload? Whoever's in those choppers, fucking please help me. What does that mean? Yeah, it probably would help if I was guarding, wouldn't it? Well, I'm dead.
I just wanted a family.
Someone help me! Fucker. Put me down. Are those choppers gonna do anything or what? Oh shit, not again. Unknown? Come on, go, go, go. Take it. Oh, it's,
Playtime mode.
it's an anti-BOW gun. Good to know. On your face. There we go. Dead. Ah, finally. Shit. That's it. I'm assuming that's the end of the game. Holy shit. Wow. That was nuts. I had no idea what I was doing, but I won it anyway. Playing it safe, nightmares finally over, end of the night. Oh dear. Hey, where's Mia? Is Mia okay? Of course they arrive at the end of the mayhem. Typical. Yeah, what took you guys so long? Discount hug. You checked out, look. Hi.
I'm Redfield.
What?
Glad we found you.
No! That's Chris?
The fuck took you guys so long?
No way! Redfield, right? Is it Chris? Was that Chris? Wow, he's different.
Ethan?
Oh, Capcom, you're sneaky. Make it all about new characters, but have Chris right at the end as a cameo.
Did I?
I love it. Oh, Mia's okay, by the way. Fucking Chris Redfield, right at the end. That's gotta be Chris, right?
They say that when one door closes, another opens. Well, a door closed tonight.
And plenty others along with him.
How long that it was. But not just for me. Me and I weren't the only victims here. So were the Bakers.
Yeah,
It was that thing, Evelyn, who made them that way.
yeah. Umbrella Corporation? What the fuck?
And these guys are here to clean up the mess.
Umbrella Corporation?
I had just come to terms with losing Mia.
Huh.
Now she's back and wants to start over. Put all this behind us.
Yeah, makes sense.
Maybe this is where the next door opens.
Huh. Interesting. So Chris is part of this new organization called Umbrella Corporation. What's going on? I guess this is like, was it credits? Oh, it's the credits. That's it. Woo! Fucking Chris! Right at the end, Capcom, you sneaky little shits. No, I'm joking. But, oh my god. Chris was like, right at the end. Interesting. And it's interesting that they're called Umbrella Corporation, Now that could be one of two things. That could either be the counter umbrella organization that was a part of Resident Evil 3, or it could be some, like a new company that was formed after the old umbrella went under. Between Resident Evil 2, 3, and 4. And that's probably... Are they the agency that Mia's a part of as well? Because don't forget, they were circling the house the whole time. So, I wonder if Mia was a part of that. Holy shit. Holy shit. So it was Chris on the radio. So it was Chris who was Alpha 1 on the radio. So he continued to fight after Resident Evil 6, which makes sense, he did, but I didn't know that. I didn't know that he'd done that already, you know. His, like, sacrifice gave him a renewed vigor to carry on the fight against bioterrorism. So, yeah, that would make sense if it was Chris. He looks way different, though. He really does. I quite like it, thinking about it. I do like it. And even though I've always said that Resident Evil 6 was a fun, good game to me, I didn't like its portrayal of Chris that much. I wasn't ever a big fan of it, to be honest. I think I mentioned that in Code Veronica. Man. So Evelyn was the old woman that kept appearing throughout the house. Wow. Alright. So that is it for Resident Evil 7. Well, not quite. I am going to see if any of the DLCs are part of the game. I believe they're all connected. I do believe they're all connected. I think they are. I'm not sure. I did buy the gold edition, and normally I would play DLC like story pieces, but in Resident Evil, I think this was the first actual game to have story pieces connected to the story. Wow, Capcom, you are sneaky. You made it all about new characters and have Chris appear right at the end. I mean, that's cool. That's cool. That is fucking cool. Alright, so let's talk about this game a little bit, because I have to say a few things, and they're all positive, you know, they're not negative. There is a few niggles here and there. What this game does absolutely wonderfully is the atmosphere. The atmosphere in this game has Resident Evil written all over it. Atmosphere, the nervousness, the angst, the anxiousness, the jump scares. It's a Resident Evil game in its purest form since Resident Evil 3. This is the first... Yeah, Chris Redfield. Yeah, so it was Chris. So who is the English cast? Did we miss the English cast? I hope not, because I want to see who voiced him. No, I think I missed it. Shit. So, yeah, I want to see who voiced Chris. I missed it. I'll have to research it and go back. But yeah, the atmosphere of this game has Resident Evil not, like, down-packed to a T. It is what people were saying. This is the true return to form for Resident Evil. And it's so much less about action and guns. The puzzles are not really mind-boggling. I think the big issue, not problem with the game personally, but my issue in this game was getting lost. On that boat, I must have cut out a lot of the footage because I was running around in a goddamn circle for half of it. So it's very easy to get lost your first time through. And it was very easy to get lost. It's quite... The funny, odd thing was, when you used the keys, they did not discard. They did not discard, which was really, really strange. Really strange. But I think, when you really think about it, this game has been the biggest shake-up in the Resident Evil series for the first time since Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4 is when they changed from fixed camera angles to over the shoulder and became more about gunplay. This has been the biggest shake-up since then. The mode is now first person, the guns aren't as I mean, this is like the least been about guns compared to Resident Evil 5 and 6. The guns are there, but they are not the big part of this game. And you can avoid a lot of the enemies in the game. You don't really have to shoot. You can shoot sometimes, but you can just as easily avoid a lot of the enemies. The only ones I was really having trouble with is the liquor-like creatures. And even though they're annoying, they're not as brutal as the lickers. So, I will take that. You know, I'm not really too fussed about that. They're annoying, but they're nowhere near as brutal or dangerous as the lickers. No tyrant in this game. No tyrant at all. I mean, obviously Evelyn turns into the big monster at the end, but that was a pushover. To a degree. But, oh my god. Oh my god, dude. I don't know where to put this among my Resident Evil games. Because, like I said, it's the truest of returns to Resident Evil for the first time since pretty much Resident Evil 3. Probably Revelations 1 at a push. But, I don't know. I don't know where to put it. I think it's better than Revelations 2. I think I still think Resident Evil 2 was better. Resident Evil 1 was better than this. Would I put it ahead of Resident Evil 5 and 6? That's the question. And I guess I would, but for different reasons. This game is better than Resident Evil 5 and 6, but for different reasons. The reasons being that it feels like a Resident Evil game with the whole atmosphere, and yeah, and it does feel like a Resident Evil game. So I would give it ahead of 5 and 6 for that reason, I guess. It's difficult, but that doesn't mean I didn't love this game, because I did. Apart from getting lost, I loved it. I'm glad I gave this a chance. So, yeah. Wow. What a game, you know? What a game. Wow. I'm not gonna start debates over which is better. Everyone has their own preference, but I would definitely put this up there with the likes of Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 1 and Resident Evil 5 and 6. I would definitely put it there. I would definitely put it there. I would actually put it ahead of Revelations 1 and 2. I would, because even though Resident Evil Revelations 1 in particular was, you know, a very underrated game in my opinion, this, like I said, this is the core essence of a Resident Evil game. The guns are there, but they're not a big part of the game like they were in Resident Evil 5 and 6. I mean, Resident Evil 5 and 6 was all guns, all action, and all that, and people hate that game for that reason. This is nothing like it. This is completely different, and I like it for that reason. I love it for that reason, actually, for how different it is. I'm surprised how well it worked, being so different. I think that's the thing I like the most. The fact that it's different, but it works. And that's what I loved about Resident Evil 5 and 6. In my opinion, a lot of those games worked. 5's AI was complete garbage. You know, you had to play the game in co-op and everything. But Resident Evil 7 is just... That is a great fucking return to form for the series. The series has longed for a game like Resident Evil 7. And even with the changes with the first person view, they managed to make it fucking work. The atmosphere is on point. It's on point with the Resident Evil series in the past, with the lack of usage in the guns. It's perfect. Resident Evil 7 is a Resident Evil game. A true Resident Evil game that is just fantastically done. Well done, Capcom. Well done. They've won me over. They've won me over with this game. It's different, but it's different in the best possible way. Just like I thought with 5 and 6. I enjoyed those games. I still enjoy those games, but I would put Resident Evil 7 right up there for just how true it is to the series past. It's perfect. The atmosphere is just, it's so anxiously, terrifyingly good. I love it. I think, as for the characters, I don't really know the characters. You know, they don't really... The characters are very mild in this game. This isn't really a character-driven story. The only real character-driven... the characters that are driven in this game are the Bakers. Wait, what's this? What's going on? Oh. So yeah, the only characters that were really driven in this game was the Bakers. Ethan is, Ethan doesn't really... He doesn't really have a standout moment in this game that will make me remember him in the series. You know, Chris and Jill and Claire and Leon always had those had at least one moment or one thing that made me care about them. I don't think Ethan and Mia are very much that. They're very much characters that fill the spaces. And that's not a criticism. That's just, you know, that I'm not going to remember Ethan or Mia as much as I remember Claire or Leon or Chris or Jill. And that's not a bad thing, because I see what Capcom were doing here. I see what they did. They changed up the formula, everything, and somehow managed to make it all stick. So I don't think the characters were the focus here. I think the focus of this game was bringing the series back to prominence. And with that, Capcom succeeded. With the character, I mean, Zoe's in it for all of 5 minutes. Personally, over a phone. You know, I say no tyrant in this game because I don't think I would cast any of the Bakers as a tyrant, like as a pest. Really, like how the tyrant was. You know, Jack is probably the closest, but even still, it's not on the same level as the tyrant. You know. Yeah, I don't think I remember anyone in this game, but I think the whole point of this game was the feel and the atmosphere and the core essence of a Resident Evil game. And for there, Capcom conceded in a huge way. So 10 hours, it actually would have been shorter than that if I had got lost on that ship. So I think the game at its peak is about maybe 8 hours, maybe 7 hours, but I got lost. I only found 8 of 18 coins, so there probably is more than enough coins to get everything in the game. 67 restarts, mostly I just cheated. 29 healing items used, 1 stabilizer and 3 steroids. The steroids actually did help in a big way in this game, in terms of getting health. So I unlocked Madhouse difficulty, and the Albert O1R, which is probably Wesker's gun. Okay. Cool. The Secrets of Defense will be added to the item box in the main game. Huh. Okay. Alright. So that is it for the main story of Resident Evil 7. Let's just see the DLCs then. So banned footage is secured as evidence from Baker Farm. These videotapes never saw the light until today. They reveal some of the tragedy suffered by the Baker's prisoners. Interesting. So Not a Hero is Ethan's struggle is over, but there is still one last mess to clean up, and that job falls to Chris Redfield. I like his design. I like it. Still looks like Chris, actually. Weeks after Not a Hero, a new danger has emerged. Jack's brother, Joe Baker, must face this danger with his bare fists and put an end to this family suffering once and for all. Oh, so a new baker comes up. It's Jack's birthday, but he's not interested in presents. It's food he wants, so find some for him as fast as you can. Ethan must die. Ethan will wish he had his mommy as you lead him to death over and over again in this ultra high difficulty minigame. No fucking thanks. So banned footage appears to work as a prequel to the main story that we've just played. Not a Hero takes place right after that, because it does say Ethan's struggle is over, so I'm assuming that that is right after the main story, where Chris Redfield takes the lead. End of Zoe is weeks after that, and then these last two appear to me like they're throwaway minigames that really don't have any importance to the overall plot of Resident Evil 7. So I probably won't bother with these two at all. As much as I intended to continue our story in Resident Evil 7 and jump into Not a Hero right now, and of course it is Chris Redfield, it's an added incentive considering Chris Redfield is one of my favourite characters in the Resident Evil series, even though 6 butchered his character, but we won't talk about that. As much as I'm tempted to do that, I'm going to hold off, and I'm also going to hold off for the other 2 DLCs as well. I will play them, but considering considering a couple of factors, obviously this will finish up. Maybe a day or so later, Dead Rising 2 co-op playthrough with Time Lady Games will finish up. If I have some time before Resident Evil 3 Remake, I will upload my session of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019 multiplayer gameplay that I did exclusively with my keyboard and mouse. So either when Dead Rising 2 finishes or Modern Warfare finishes, either way, it'll be pretty much round the corner from Resident Evil 3 Remake. So I'm going to hold off on the DLCs at least until after that is completed. After that's completed, I'll see where we are, and if I can jump into the DLCs, I will, but I do have every intention of doing so. I'm just not going to give a specific time because I never really follow through when I do that. So I'm just going to say, anytime after Remake, keep your subscription boxes open. I may be dropping some DLC footage for this game coming your way. But that is it for the main story playthrough of Resident Evil 7. And that leaves me with one game left to play in the numeral Resident Evil series. And that is coming out in less than a month's time. And I can't wait. The one game I have never played. The one game I have never experienced. There's only one left. And then I have completed the Resident Evil franchise. At least until the next game comes out. But we'll have to see. But Resident Evil 7 was one of those true return to form for the Resident Evil franchise. It did go a bit downhill from Resident Evil 5 for a lot of people. And I feel that this was a perfect way to win the fans back. New characters, new locale, and even a sneaky appearance from Chris at the end, which was awesome. Seems like he's been redesigned, which makes sense. I have no idea why he's working with Umbrella now. I'm going to assume, like I said at the credits, I'm going to assume that Umbrella probably rebranded. But why would Chris be working for them? That's why I'm very tempted to play off at Not a Hero maybe really soon. Maybe if there's some time, maybe I will jump into it. But thinking about it, with all the stuff, Dead Rising 2 off the record probably will finish up a day or so after this does. And then I've got to drop my session of multiplayer gameplay for Modern Warfare 2019. I'm assuming that after that, giving it some thought, today is March 17th. You probably, it is March 17th. So considering that, I think it's going to be very, very close to Remake, or 3-make, by the time this, or Dead Rising, or my Modern Warfare series drops. By the time one of those few games is completed, we'll be right round the corner from 3-make's release. I may even wait on the Call of Duty session and just go straight to 3-make after Dead Rising 2 off the record. The demo for 3-make is actually coming out on Thursday. I don't know whether I'll make a video of that. I want to, but considering it's a demo, would there be any point? I mean, I did the FIFA demo. So, maybe I will. Maybe I will. We'll have to wait and see. But that is it for the main story campaign playthrough of Resident Evil 7. I thoroughly enjoyed it, even though it was definitely one of the tougher games in the series for me personally, but mostly because I got lost more than anything else. It wasn't really a struggling or hard game. It wasn't a particularly long one. You probably get this, like I said, you probably get this done in like 7.5 hours tops. You know, speedrunners could probably do it less than that. So it's not a particularly long game, and it's not a particularly grueling game. I just got lost because this was a new game to me. But now that I've completed the main story of this game, I only have one left, and it's coming out very soon. So, without further ado, guys, I will leave you now, and in anticipation, I can't wait for the remake. I really enjoyed this, and I'll be sure to come back to play the DLCs and wrap up this story fully, and then we'll just have to see where the series goes from there. So, that is it, guys. You know what to do. Follow, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Social media is down in the description of every video. And I will see you for more stuff next time. Peace out, guys, and stay awesome. This is Civic Chaos, signing off.